Ladies and gentlemen, this is my third try. It's very bright here in the Florida sunshine, and we had a few technical problems. But I'm here on the front lines in Fort Lauderdale, and very honored that the founder of Beyond the Bris, co-author of Celebrating Brit Shalom, Rebecca Wald, is here with us, and with her mom, Karen. As you can see, they are both fully supporting the Bloodstained Men protests around the nation. Rebecca, tell us a little bit about your work with Beyond the Bris, and how you come from a long line of Jewish activists.
I do. My parents have always been against circumcision, although our family is Jewish. I have a son who is not circumcised, and
he's 12, I think you said?
He's 12, and I wrote a book, co-authored with Lisa Graber-Moss, called Celebrating Brit Shalom, and it's for Jewish families who have decided to opt out of circumcision, but who still want to hold a bris.
And what an outfit! What an outfit! You and your mom both, and I know your dad is a psychiatrist, very much against circumcision. I met him in Boulder also.
Yes, and he is on his way here to the protest today.
He's going to come join us.
He's going to come join us, and he's very supportive of your work and a big fan of your work.
Wonderful, appreciate that. And Karen, you look like a very, very proud mama right now.
Oh, I am very proud mama.
And I met you in Boulder a couple years ago at the Genital Autonomy Symposium. And thank you so much for coming out. And
so my pleasure.
We are going to now show.
We need to talk to this guy over here, who is helping. He's researching paralegal lawsuits.
We're live, y'all.
They're talking to him. He said.
So we've been working the intersection, and it looks like while I was interviewing Rebecca and her mom, so now we've got the intactivists coming out into the intersection. This is what we've been doing all day here in Fort Lauderdale. You can see, and if you follow the Bloodstained Men, you know this is what we do. We've handed out a lot of cards. We've gotten a lot of support here in this town, a lot of honking horns, thumbs up. And so this is our second successful day here in South Florida. And then we come back to the corner, and as you can see, the traffic. This is what we find everywhere, that these mega intersections, there's just a ready audience for the intactivist message, because people are they're at their lights, they're at the stoplight, they're stopped at the light, and so they see our message. They take our photographs, they post it on social media. Here is Rebecca Boney. Let me see if I can get the sun on the correct side. Maybe that's not the best sun. Rebecca, tell us your involvement with the Heather Hieronymus case a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, we were down here a couple of years ago when she was going through that, really trying hard to raise awareness and to stop her son from being harmed. Unfortunately, we weren't successful with that, but we were able to spread a lot of awareness and open a lot of eyes. A lot of people thought it was wrong, especially since he's older. A lot of people don't understand it's wrong no matter the age of the baby. If it's a baby or an older boy, it's still going to violate his rights to his whole body.
And you're a very, very dedicated intactivist, and you have an intact son. I believe you told me he's 5.
Yes, and an intact husband, and my husband gets really angry when he hears about all the
Did he have some interesting phrase for a circumcision?
He calls it baptism by the shears.
Baptism by the shears.
Yeah, and they don't do that in France where he's from, so he looks at it in horror that this happens to our children here.
Thank you, Rebecca Boney.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to follow the intactivists back out into the intersection. And we have the right of way, but that car did not want to stop. They do not have a right turn here. Celeste doesn't want to leave. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see that's what we're doing here in Fort Lauderdale today. We are reaching many, many people as we continue to do on these nationwide protests that the Bloodstained men have been doing the last few years. Thank you for your support. Please donate to Bloodstained Men through our PayPal button at bloodstainedmen.org. These nationwide protests are costing us a lot of money, and it's only because of your support that we've been able to do it. We will be in Fort Myers tomorrow when we're done here. When we're done here in a few hours, it's a little bit afternoon. We will knock off at 3 o'clock. We'll be driving to Fort Myers. We'll be on the street in Fort Myers tomorrow. I'll post more about this protest tonight. And this is just what has to be done to educate the American people, because as you all know, and as I've posted so many times, and so many of you so tragically have also, American doctors are not telling parents the truth, if anything, about infant circumcision. It is just a barbaric crime against our sons. And it would be if we were doing it for our daughters as well. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will sign off after a few more scenes here from the front lines. Well, actually, it looks like, before I sign off, looks like we're having one more. Oh, they're crossing the street to continue their conversation with that man. And it looks like Jason Fairfield, we're live on Facebook right now. Jason Fairfield, you have just arrived.
I have. I was just talking to Erica Talmedia about contacting the media here in Fort Lauderdale. Just some contacts who hopefully are going to come out and give really good coverage of this.
And ladies and gentlemen, you will recognize Jason Fairfield. He was on the road crew for several of our protests last year. I believe the
Great Mid-Atlantic protest that went through Maryland, West Virginia, Virginia, and D.C., and also the Great Northwest protest where we went through Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Oregon.
And Jason Fairfield, we are very honored to have one of your friends here today, Rebecca Wald.
Hi, dear.
The founder of Beyond the Bris and co-author of Celebrating Brit Shalom. Thank you again, Rebecca, for your family's work, for your work, and reaching Americans of every religion, creed, color, nationality, background, with the work of intactivism, because all our children deserve to be protected.
Absolutely. Yep. Thank you, Brother Kay.
Get out of the fucking crosswalk, asshole!
And there you see it, ladies and gentlemen, fitting into our live broadcast. We don't get much of that, and actually that's the first time I've heard that kind of anger. Well, there was someone earlier today. But thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. I will sign off now.